Lift up your head, lift up your eyes, lift up your soul and all of your mind. Let it be known, all things are new. And I will follow you.
Well, we're meeting downtown all summer long down at the waterfront, which has been just a fantastic experience. Everybody loved being outside, felt comfortable coming outside in the middle of COVID. And we started picking up new people, and some of the folks who actually stay down at the waterfront, our homeless population here in Wheeling, started coming to church, which was fantastic. And but as winter came on, we started hitting October and the weather started turning cold, we decided we were going to do this church at home thing. But we didn't want to leave the folks downtown behind. And so we spoke with John Moses at YSS, and he threw us the keys to a room in their building, and we were off and running. Susan Brossman and a whole team of folks from the Vineyard said, we'll do it, we'll make it happen. And now it's happening. We have a church, Hearts of Hope, Hands of God, that the campus is basically what we're calling it, and a whole group of people that get together every Sunday morning for church, and God is moving. It is such a cool thing.
I was more than happy to, offer him an alternative, and am even more excited with the group of people that are coming and the numbers that are showing up. My mentor, who was a Marist brother, Ron Mulholland, said that the only tool and the best tool that we have is our ability to establish meaningful and genuine relationships with people. You have to hear their story. You have to have empathy for their struggles. You have to come to terms with the fact that their lives are as important as yours, and they have a meaningful purpose in this life.
I really was in my prayers praying for 3 or 4 people just to show up, and then I thought when it got cold outside and they got cold enough or hungry enough that they would come in, because we were also serving a warm meal. And the first week that I got here, I came an hour early just to prepare, and there were already 15 people standing out front. So in terms of people just showing up, it's far exceeded my expectation. But even in the bigger picture, the bonding that's happened, the friendships that's happened, the relationships with Jesus that have happened, I almost can't even put into words. It's just been a huge spiritual, fantastic experience for me.
I'm homeless. I live in a tent across from Catholic Charities. And this church alone has been a big blessing for me, for all the people here, because me personally, I have never been a church-going type person, but this has been a miracle. I mean, we have great people here. The people at the Vineyard are great. They help out any way possible, and they sit and listen. They don't even if you just want somebody to talk to, they're here for you. And they will pray with you and give you spirit, and if you have something going on, they will check with you even after Sunday.
I love this church. I'm homeless. This church has brought more light into my life than anything in this world. The people are awesome. I couldn't have met a better people. I mean, it's just, they're wonderful. I've gotten peace from it. I was in a lot of turmoil, depression, but now I have something to look forward to, and I get up with a smile on my face when I know I'm coming to church.
So we thought when they announced this volunteer opportunity that it just sounded like something that we felt we needed to do, just as a volunteer opportunity. So we started, and it's just turned into a lot more than that. It was a volunteer opportunity, but it's turned into more of a community thing. We're not really serving, we're just doing church together with folks that, happen to not have homes, but every week it's not about that. It's we're learning things about their lives. We're talking about our lives to them, and it's just a community thing. We get to do church with people.
It has been such a blessing to us. We found like we have found our place, and it's just been a tremendous blessing, and the Lord has definitely brought us here for a reason.
You deserve it all. You deserve it all. Make you feel the highest praise. You deserve it all. You deserve it all.
I feel like a real sense of belonging. I lived most of my life committing sins. The Vineyard makes me feel like I belong somewhere. I've never quite felt that way before. The only place I thought I belonged was in the streets, doing drugs, drinking. I'm clean now, and I give lots of thanks to the Lord.
I love it. It's friendly people. I used to take it out on God what happened to me and everything when I was a kid. And now I understand it was the person who did it fault, not God.
Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, doing that crazy hand dive.
I don't know what I'd do if I hadn't gone here. It's helped me in a lot of ways. When your spirit's lifted, you feel like you can do anything, and I've been a positive person, and I feel that sooner or later, God is going to have us where we need to be, and I can't wait for that to happen. I can't wait for our new lives.
They've opened up their hearts to us. They've allowed us to be in their lives, and I just couldn't be more grateful.
It is our job, it is our responsibility to go out to the people that we see on the streets of Wheeling, back at camps, in our homes, or wherever we are. And we need, when somebody is struggling and they're fighting a battle, because we all are, that we tell them the real way to solve that battle. We can have the support of each other, and that's what I love about this group. We support each other. But if we really want to support each other, and we really want what's best for our brothers and sisters, you heard it today, how to fight that battle.
Basically, when the pastor was preaching today on the screen and he was doing a personal prayer for everyone, when he was doing that personal prayer for all of us to confess to Jesus Christ our life and ourself and everything else, at the end of the prayer, he touched me a little bit, and I got this motion and this sense from Jesus in my heart. I saw a vision of him in front of me in the cloud standing up, looking at me and smiling, gave me a thumbs up, and that kind of reminded me, like, hey, I've messed up in the past, I've said some things and done wrong things, but still know my heart and soul is there for me and cares for me and loves me and embraces me like his own child. We all fight spiritual battles every day of the year, but whenever you're down in sorrow and pity and you feel stressed and feel bad about yourself, just remember you have a loving God that loves you for who you are and what you are, and not for what you have.
I don't think of myself, I might be homeless and I might sleep in a tent, but I really don't think of me as homeless. I see me as just having a rough time right now, and it'll get better. God is working a little bit here and there, and I hope he keeps working, and he will.
Dear God, thank you for this meal, thank you for today, thank you for the sewing project, thank you for everybody being here.
I think that what I have learned in my time working with this population is that most of this population have had some kind of trauma that stems back from childhood, and that no hopeful child ever grows up thinking they're going to be addicted to drugs, and no hopeful child ever grows up thinking that they're going to be homeless. And these are people that do not have a support system, and these are people that have a story. They're a loving group of people. I'm old, and I've never felt threatened ever by this population. I've grown to love them. I've grown to see them more than just a homeless person in a tent, but I'm able to see the bigger picture. I'm able to see people that have skills, have talents, have gifts, just like the rest of us, and they deserve to be treated with respect and dignity.
Coming into it, we didn't know what to expect. Susan said, well, maybe we'll have 2 or 3 people show up. Well, now we've got 30 or 40 people showing up, and God moving in people's lives, people taking next steps in their walk with God, and just watching God heal people and heal relationships and move in people's lives. It is fantastic. God's moving. God is moving in Wheeling, West Virginia, and downtown Wheeling in people's lives. And guys, Vineyard Church, we get to be a part of that. And so to everyone who helps make that happen, either directly through volunteering or through your giving, thank you so much for making this happen.
We owe a whole lot of thanks to the Vineyard Church, and may God bless everything that they do.
Thank you, Vineyard Church.
Thank you for letting us serve and all be together and come together and make so many new friends. It's been really great.
I'm very grateful for the men and women here, and I'm grateful for the Vineyard Church.
My eyes have been opened, my heart is full, and I just thank you, Vineyard, for this opportunity to get to know everybody. The closeness that we have is just more than you could ever imagine.
Thank you, Vineyard. Thank you, Vineyard, for being here for us, opening up for us, and not forgetting about the homeless population out here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vineyard Church, from the bottom of my heart. You've made a difference in my life, but you've made a difference in a lot of people, and I think that Vineyard, you'll be seeing a lot more from our population and hearing a lot more, and most of all, you'll be seeing a new group of people following Jesus and changing our city.